the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Our government secure all financing, all road networks in the country, major road network, and sign on the president a 10-year electricity financing. 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
People of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Oniki.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money is single. Parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jaros life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. You can call over to finish listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, like I be the quota, oh. But what on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
The
the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the team got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say is sleeping among the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far I go. Then I only want talking say we are coming a bro. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine for China, they come and say let no go A.
Yama, we're not feeling from here. Joseph Bogavin poor in Mexico.
What they get it made them to SAP. What they get it made them to SAP.
What on the tree will go? Magao, we die. Magao, what on the tree will go? Magao, we die. Oh, we play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, by a fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's a party in the house and when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see men and I think of CPP document.
The house are selling like Dillon and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country pie on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Burdened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations goes daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign We are reorganizing. We are preparing. We are coming back.
We are reaction. Yes. Because
I say to you,
become president.
we are coming
We
back.
are leaders. Some of us.
But in order to do that, we must build a strong. Together, we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrong, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see your failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite.
Okay, so let me say hats up to all of you wherever you are. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And let me, from the depth of my heart, extend condolence to District 7 folks over the loss of their loss. And I am president of Solomon George, who died recently. I think it was on Friday. So let me say my condolence to all of you, though he may have been somebody who did not like what I was doing, especially when he shifted towards the Unity Party and army team and stands with the very judge where that he had some pivotal role to play along with.
And that's what I always told people. For me, I'm not changing. You can only say I change when you change, but I'm still the same. So where you stand determines what you see. For me, I am still to where you left me. I haven't changed. I'm still supportive of Weir. But if you stop supporting Weir, then you obviously will say I have changed. I haven't changed. So in the words of Solo, who used to really admire my work, at a certain point in time, he said I have changed. I can remember, like I told you guys, he even took me into police station and said I had threatened his life. Only for me to show the investigator, I said, who's threatening who here? You know, it's my old man, and we're able to iron out things. I said, Chief, yeah, we don't need to count this far. Since you felt that whatever it is, I will leave your team between you and your son, George. I will not say anything again. That was how I was able to just get it done at the police station because there was no need. Yeah, so we're able to resolve it there. And that was the last time I ever talked about he and Weir. Whatever was it, I told him, I made my commitment to him and say, I will just leave it between you and your son, whatever you want to say. Well, that's it. Though he continued doing whatever he was doing, but I just decided to let it be. I just needed to put some records in place, and that which I did. And that was all. I can remember the last time he passed by, he was passing a blue car waving at me. He had one small blue car, no Kia Moto or something like that. And he was passing by, he waved, you know, and so I just passed by. But it's nothing much. You will listen to some of the interview, you say people like us, that we the one misleading George Weir. My name was also mentioned as well. But that's life. You know, the dead, to scorn the dead is not a good thing. And that's why we want to say condolence to the people of District number 6. We are grateful to the Almighty God. For me, I always told you people, I will not change. You only sense that I have changed if you change. It doesn't mean I have moved. Only you have moved. So because you have changed your position, you will now stand from where you are and see me in a different position. It is not my position that you are seeing that has changed. No. It is your position that has determined that change that you are seeing now, not mine. I haven't done this. Oh yeah, District number 7. You're sorry, District 7, not 8. So I haven't done that, right? Yeah, we are hosted in District 7. He's our host. He always used to say, I'm your host. Yeah. So that's it. And some of us, we don't change easily. If we will ever change, it will be for the better. If there's any change that you're seeing us, is for the better. We have grown. I'm not an AB that you used to know, Truth FM, Virgin, who didn't understand anything about the politics of this country, who maybe wanted to say things that were pleasing to people. This time, I'm not saying things that will please you. I will say things that I think is right. If you want to take it, that's it. If you don't want to take it, it's up to you. I'm not there to please anybody, no. I'm to please the right thing, because doing the right thing is doing God's work. That's the difference people don't understand. Doing the right thing is doing God's work. So we are not perfect. There are some commitments that we may be lacking behind because of challenges, but it doesn't mean that we are perfect, no. So that's it. And we are just grateful to the Almighty God that some of us still living, and God is with us, and God continues to guide us, and He's always protecting us, no matter what happens. But things happen. People will do things, and that's life. But we know for sure that this is the trend, and time will come that people will know these things. So when I posted on my page concerning Solomon, I said, Joseph Boakai is very evil because I have done, the first research I did was, in fact, the first post I made was, oh, so why didn't you get to George Weir? No matter what it is, George Weir never forgets. That's why you see most of the people say, oh, what George Weir doing with Archibald Bernard? These were people that played a pivotal role in his footballing career. Though they may have stayed long in government and other government here and there, you will stay here and there because of the role they played in his life for him to reach to where he is today. He never forgets. People say, oh, you get what they call? No, that's a lie. The last time I saw George, we are here and James Diba, then were on campaign trail, 2029. He and Kelvin Sable, then who went against him in 2017, they were on campaign trail. So you can see it clearly that there's nothing like, in fact, the very Henry Constant who were causing here and there, he was with them. When they thought to have realized their own problem. And realization is just the key to reunite people. You see, God in heaven that we all serve on a daily basis. Once you come to the generalization or the understanding to generally put your mind together and say, look, let me just assess this and say, look, generally, from this man's perspective, from the other person's perspective, from the other person's perspective, let me look at it and see, where do I place myself? Am I going right or this, that? When you look at it in the context, generality, you will come to yourself to say, no, God, I wronged you. You will go back to God. You got to first of all acknowledge what you have done. Do you know how many times we have acknowledged that we have wronged God, we run to him, we come back again, we do the same thing at the polar costa there. They will acknowledge that they have wronged George Weah, they will run back to George Weah, then they get ready to go right back into their sin. That's what we call backsliding. So we get backsliders, especially political backsliders, right? Political backsliders are those people who may have agreed, right? They may have agreed and joined you and have this belief system and they share it. It was shared belief system and it was aligning of thoughts and visions. Those visions and things aligned at the time. So when you leave, for one to be a backslider, you must have joined Christendom. You must have joined a religion. You must have been baptized. After your baptism, and then you decide not to go, you are now stepping aside and whatever, then you become a backslider, right? But if you haven't believed in Christ ever in your life, you can be a backslider. You are just somebody who's a pagan. That's how we call you. So people who backslide, they are people who may have been within, but now keeping a distance. Those are backsliders. So people like Costa, then they are political backsliders when it comes to their relationship with the CDC. They know that CDC is the right thing, but they've backslided for their own. One thing, backsliding, some of the characteristics of backsliders. Now, what leads to people backsliding from Christ? You got to understand that too. People backslide from Christ because what they thought they went to Christ for, they are not getting it. The motive, the ulterior motives that drove them to Christ, they can't get it. So as a result, they backslide. Some of them think about joining Christ today, they will get married tomorrow. Some of them think about joining Christ today, or they will get a job tomorrow. So with those kind of high expectations, when you go into relationship with it like that, then you see yourself now, and you are not meeting up with no expectations versus reality. When they are mismatched, then you now see backsliding going on now. That's how it works. So people will come to your political party, like you see people like Zopen on there, and I listen to the CDC hour. Jojo, they were talking about it. All the time, you're talking. Those are backsliders, right? They backslide. They backslide because they join with high expectation, not knowing that joining there, it goes beyond just what they are thinking. It goes beyond just that. So they are not thinking that. So as a result, they will come back. Those are backsliders, right? So we get political backsliders. People like my brother, I know one day he will come by again. My own prof, Kanyo Bagbara, then backslider. You have people like a Zopen and backslider. And I even knew within myself that, peace be to his ashes, if he was still alive, 20, he was still another backslider. So those are all backsliders. So, you know, we just look at it that way. And this is why I said to you people, in my next post, the latter post, that means the last post after the first post or the latter post. In that post, this is where I came up openly and said Joseph Boakai is evil. He is very, very evil. And I posted that. Because see the UP people running away, they dead drunk away, and they say, oh, I received a call from one big brother from Unity Party. I will not call his name. He's a guy I get respect for. He said, AB, why you will be too, the kind of time that they are. If the first thing he started with, he said, I was just listening to him now for listening sake. He said, they are CDC business, you can react to all kind of thing. I say, what? He said, but that post you had just now, do you know there's a future? I had a man cheering. I said, but what did I think I do with the man cheering? I've even telling the man cheering that their father was neglected by the very person their father supported. What do you think about that? I don't say bad thing about the family. I don't say bad thing about Solo. I don't say Solo was bad. Yeah, even on my post, I never said Solo was bad, man. There was no day. Look in the post. I never said he was a bad man. I said Joseph Boakai, the living is wicked. I didn't say the dead was wicked. That if I had said, then you would say that he knew or I'm insensitive. But I said the living was wicked to the man that died. I said that. And I know what I'm saying is facts. That man was sick. Nobody knew it. And people say, oh, yeah, you're hiding it. Even his own district representative knew about it that he was sick. But nobody knew whatever it is. Who could help? You think that district representative in Maya Town and didn't go to Joseph Boakai to even tell him silently and say, oh, you know, so that supported you, you're not feeling well. Do I know? Dan will not be that wicked, though. Dan was not even somebody who will have that kind of wickedness to think that, oh, Solomon Joy will go against me tomorrow. No, Imaya Dan is not that character. I worked with Imaya Dan before, and when I was serving as deputy director general at Truth FM, Imaya Dan was one of the staffs there. So I worked with him before. I know he will not be that wicked. He must have shared some of these things with the Unity Party people, you know, and so that's it. So they were hiding it, and because the people who were supposed to come in to help, they were not helping. Now they couldn't come up to reach out here and there, and that's the problem. You think that man was stayed, yeah, why they call kind of signal then, why they call whatever? No, for the fact that you show concerns to people, it adds to recovery. It motivates people. You know, it revives you. It gives you hope. Neglect is something, especially a man of his status. 12 years for him to see himself lying down, he can't get a kind of help. Oh, nothing that will play on you, man. Nothing that can even fast track anything. Even I myself, like, yeah, with all I'm doing here tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. The least thing I want for you people is concern. If anything should happen to me, if the concern does not come, go or you come down. It will break me down. It will break me down. Nobody is strong for that. Neglect is, neglect is something, especially when you are neglected by those whom you thought you were with, and you did things together. It becomes so bad. To the extent that you can say, but life is not worth living in itself. So where you're supposed to be strong, you start becoming weak. Because you think that it's not worth living anymore. Let me just give up the ghost. It's done. Let me be gone. And that's it. So all those kind of things. This old man is very wicked. He had never been of support to anybody. You do whatever you want to get yourself at your business. The last time the old man ever sent helicopter, like his other son who was sick in Lufa County, he sent helicopter to go pick that his son. I don't know what kind of Sabuaka or what kind of Buaka. He sent helicopter to go pick his son off from Foya to carry him. That was the only help the people could give to any living being, like his son. That was after he became president. So even if you are not president, his son will come to even die. But he took helicopter. They went for his son and brought him to town. This is someone who is very selfish. There's an old man who are running nightclub through a song. I got to know that entire nightclub thing that you saw down there, that Joseph Boakai was running that nightclub. I didn't know. That his son was just in front of it to just say something. He didn't want running that nightclub. There's a man who was running nightclub, and Sisha never followed there. But because he became president and he said Sisha and things, they're not good because the old man is very wicked. This old man was running nightclub here and he has Sisha. I know Shisha or what his son has Shisha. In that area that the smoke from the Shisha used to get in up a nose. In that horse down there so that the place used to be entering your nose. That's how like a horse there. That the place smoke used to be entering inside your nose down there. That he the one now, so now he get ready straight. He say, oh, Shisha, what thing? The Shisha, your children, I know it says Sisha or what kind of Shasha. Now, I don't know the thing and so the names alone, right? So that's it. This woman is very wicked. So he did that. So I don't have time. When I posted that, I did it deliberately, intentionally. Because we got to tell the people what really it is and who this woman is. So I don't have time. For me, my job for this entire year is to frustrate Unity Party people and spoil their day and ruin their day. Because they don't deserve any good day. They don't deserve any good day because they are running Liberian people days on a daily basis. So to pay them back, I am that soup for them. We are several, but I'm one of those soup for them. I can really deal with them. I can get under their skin to the extent that even when food are in their mouth, the moment I'm talking, it get better. The moment I post, they just see the post straight. They get nasty. They feel so nasty about themselves, and that's my task, to make them to feel so terrible. To feel so terrible, and I'm doing it to them successfully. God is using me for that purpose. I will look, no peace for the wicked. I am frustrating them on a daily basis. I'm tearing them apart on a daily basis. All they can do is to come with insult, and I like it because I think that I'm hitting very high. So I'm getting to them good. Look, God, there's certain things. So now some posts I make, I can't know why I made this post. I can't know. I can be asking. So somebody called me and told me something recently. It was on Saturday. So somebody called me and said, Eddie, where did you take that information from that Joseph Boaga took the yellow machine and gave it to local people? I say, I don't know. I must say I was just doing it. And let me tell you the truth now. I say I was just doing it. I just constructed something, out of just the political play and why it ought to be. That was why I did it. That was what I did. The guy said, AB, as though you knew what you were saying. I said, I was not too deliberate to have really known what I was saying, but it was just God that just told me, say, coin something like this and post it on Facebook. Look, I don't live for myself. I don't use the name of God even though I believe in God. I am God sent. I don't have time for how you think about it. I didn't come at a point of realizing how I got this name. Why I decided to even use it. I don't know. So I am here to frustrate the Unity Party folks, especially for some of them who can read between the lines, who take the whole party thing and put it on their head, and I know how to hit, and I know who to hit. I don't hit them directly. I can indirectly hit them, right? So to indirectly hit them is to hit at their puppeteer. So when you deal with him that way, then it will get to them. It can get inside their skin. I like it like that. So I know how to get to them. I don't have to call John Brown and say, I come in here, you're feeling. No, I know where to go to hear John Brown feeling. You see, God prepared people like us for this moment because God knows how to use them. So I know how to hurt John Brown feeling. I don't have to hit John Brown to hurt John Brown feeling. No, I will know where to hit from. And with the moment I hit from there, straight John Brown will get inside. The feeling will enter inside him. That feel bad effect will enter inside him. You'll see him feeling so terrible and nasty about himself. That is the work that we are noted for doing. God sent us for that. And we are justifiably and godly, instructionally, we are doing it. So the guy told me and said, oh, Ebi, that thing that you said that too. I said, why? He said, Ebi, Jeremiah Kun had already planned a committee because he went for the yellow machine. Joseph Boaga turned over everything to him and told him, say, look, go on with your yellow machine, something, and do it. So deliberately, he was now setting up his yellow machine stuff in his office. Yeah, the yellow machine stuff was straight set up in his office. He was setting up the committee, and it can be recorded. Is anybody in Jeremiah Kun's office? A real office. Oh, let me tell you now. People will not understand this thing I'm talking about. The people that in Jeremiah Kun's office will attest to it. Will say, yeah, that's true. There was a vehicle distribution, I think relating to the HR something, and they know how the HR something because I don't know where it came from. So they wanted to give some cars out. Then they wanted to share some with the chief of office staff, somebody in his office. So Jeremiah Kun said, no, the other man he's able to get car. He coming to go head the machine committee, and he the one will get Google card and get whole office that they're going to be running, the whole committee that they're going to be on and doing SYZ. That was the assurance the person gave. Jeremiah Kun gave to the person in the office and said, we have set up the whole thing already. Other men coming to go he the one coming to go head the yellow machine. So he coming to get car. So you don't worry about him. Only for Joseph Boaga to jump from on the other side and take the whole yellow machine thing from Jeremiah Kun, put Brandon Samoka there, and give it to him. A committee. Not a committee, but a body created by Joseph Boaga himself. He absorbed and abrogates unto himself the function of the national legislature by paralyzing legislative established agencies, their functions,
and then dedicating unto himself the non-dedicatory doctrine. He dedicated unto himself the power to create, when creations of agencies are never in the purview of the executive. They are in the purview of the national legislature. The creation of the agencies and the functions of those agencies are left with the purview of the national legislature. Only the supervisions of those entities are left with the executive. You supervise them. You place manpower. You supervise them. But you're going to supervise them, because before you can supervise anybody, listen to this now. I want you to listen. This is how it works, right? Before you can supervise, there must be your tax, there must be your functions, there must be a term of reference. It is on the basis of that term of reference you are going to serve as supervisor. So, when the national legislature creates an agency, they dedicate unto that agency functions, and it is left with the executive to appoint people who will occupy the agency with the assigned functions to perform. So, because it is the function of the executive to supervise that agency that is being created, right? So those are executive agencies. Executive agencies such as those that has to do with the Ministry of Public Works, the Ministry of Transport, that Joseph Boakai has taken, and when they decided to ascribe unto himself a power that is solely vested in the national legislature, scrapes up the functions. Because I told you now, what you don't give, you don't take. That's the law. What the law does not give you, you can't take it. What you didn't create, you can dismiss it. You can destroy it. The only reason God can tell you must say life because He created life. That's why He can take it. So that when somebody else who not created won't take it, God say He ain't ready for it, it will not go. So understand that today. If you didn't create it, you cannot destroy it. You cannot dissolve it. So the creating entity is the one that's supposed to go and say, look, the other function we're taking it from them. The people themselves, they are saying this. Then the Ministry of Public Works, with that statutory function to deal with these things, is still there. Then he said, no, the other one will go and sit down this side. I will go and form my own. That's it. And now what he has done. And what JMB has done. So you see some of the problems. So how wicked that woman is. If you think you gave him support for him to support you back, you're lying to yourself. The woman is terrible. The woman is very much wicked. And if you want to call him king, yes, call him king. If you want to call him a dictator, yes, you can call him a dictator. Yes. Yeah. And like one old man who understands the politics of this country was telling me today, he said 2 Sierra Leoneans we have made president now, Charles D.B. King and Joseph Boakai. They are all the same. Their attributes are all the same. Charles D.B. King and Joseph Boakai. So no wonder you saw Olubankin King Akirele there, they all decided to support Joseph Boakai. Listen to that woman, right? From the onset, how the people want to bring war, and the opposition want to bring war. I didn't know. So that the old man who's part of the progressives, he didn't want even told me. He didn't want even told me. He said, Ebi, Charles D.B. King was a Sierra Leonean. Joseph Boakai is a Sierra Leonean. I said, wow, I see why these people can be yoking like this. Now I see where the whole thing comes from. So we just see they are working together. No problem. By the way, we are getting there by the grace of God. They are all the same, and they all just follow the same behavior. And that's the same thing. Full of dictatorial tendencies. And now what that old man is. Go to his house. There's a horse next to his house, his alley. The little alley that he in.
He has bought somebody owned a house there and told them that they put and say they will come for the place. Let me be here. Let me see who will come take alley from me. So he bought the place. There's a construction ongoing near Joseph Boakai house now, annexed to Joseph Boakai house. Yeah, annexed to Joseph Boakai house. That means Joseph Boakai, that other horse there. The place you're coming to see now, all the things you be talking, oh, amen, there's that. He say, when Antonio say that horse was dirty, very terrible, bad, you're coming to see the horse that coming rest out Joseph Boakai, the real horse now that coming represent him. I told you that horse that down there did not represent Joseph Boakai. I know the house. Look, that horse, look at how it looks. Do you think that somebody who was thinking about that the person on the he fool you and say, living on loan, so that what they call, I will be living on loan, so that you're not suffer whatever it is. He's building a brand new house. Rest out the place that you'll see that structure right there. It's going up fast. Joseph Boakai. He's buying properties. George, everything George, we are acquired here were properties that he already owned and developed them. Yeah. He already owned and developed them. Here, 9th Street area, who don't know about George, we are 9th Street or Rehab. George, we are ever bought anybody's house near that Rehab? You ask the Rehab people that are there. Whether George, we are ever bought any house and changed the house that George we are in condition? No. Their houses remain there and they are neighbors to George we are. Joseph Boakai bought the area and told the people to leave from that whole area. So that whole area, in fact, we'll call it now Ireland, we'll call it Alley Land. So you see that the Alley Land that Joseph Boakai created, you get Ireland. That means Ireland is what? A land surrounded by what? Water, right? And an island. Now, Joseph Boakai, a land surrounded, because I own part of minister talking now, surrounded by what? Alleys, we call it what? Alley Land. So that alley land we get down in that island, when you listen to me, I didn't tell you say that island, that alley land. So that alley land we get down there, so Joseph Boakai told the point and say, oh yeah, I'll move from in my alley land because that alley land there for my one. So I don't want someone to be in my alley land. Nobody's supposed to share with me my alley land. So the power minister, yeah, is that what I say? They get alley on the other side, me I will get alley land. So Joseph Boakai has alley land. So that alley land that he has there, he decided now to shove everybody outside the alley land because when you can be covered by alley land. The people who now part of the alley land that didn't want to put in outside now. Matilda Stevens, I told you how horse around there. Matilda Stevens, yeah, my class prefects. Yeah, the class prefect. I told you, now a horse they took from down there. So Matilda Stevens, I don't know whether that's your house. Because your house somewhere around there. I don't know whether it's around there. I don't know. If that your house, they took to make it an alley land for Joseph Boakai, so that it will be alley land for him. Yeah, you're finished. So where play you're going now? The way he buying it from you now, and where play you're going? I don't know whether your house near it, Matilda, but I know you're living somewhere in a rehab area. I don't know whether your house is there. But Joseph Boakai has bought all the houses that are around his alley land. And now become JMB Alley. So it will be JMB Alley. And he plays there, so that I place there. He taking to possess, taking that high property. Joseph Boakai is building new houses. That area that you see after Boys Town, where he wanted to move with cause no, he wanted to move there, where he bought it from Imi Moda. A Moda place there, he bought it. That foyer thing you see down there, so forget it. That one part, Joseph Boakai buying a lot of properties. I honest to say, I know some kind of maid rivalry thing they have in Bomi County. And I don't know what I think Bomi County. They name the maid rivalry something after Katumu Boakai. Joseph Boakai put it, they're doing well. I just like how it is happening. I just like how it is happening. That these people are showing themselves
And people say, oh, Joseph Boakai, woman, yeah, that's a simple life. You know, if I just simple life, I work for the 2 years in power, just simple life. You're the Liberian people who used to be opening your mouths and say, if I just and simple life. Where the simple life he living now? Ain't lie to you say that we Barrow saying you are going to be riding to go to mansion because he for a simple life to make you to think that indeed he's for a simple life. And why he told you he was going to be doing? He said, look up. In fact, the people were brave to tell you, say, you look up after knowing within himself that I real what a dirty place. And it does not represent him. But to prove to you that he's a simple life man, he said, look at where I live. I don't get mansion. I don't get this, that. But look at Joe, we are. He just building mansion. He just doing nothing. That's what Joseph Boakai was telling you. Today, the man who said that indeed he's used to living simple life, he is now building a twin island city. Island city. I want to call it Island City. Island City, right down there. An island city. That's why he's building down there. Right before your own eyes. I mean, that simple man, this, that. I mean, that simple man in there. And then probably you see if I can live a simple life and whatever it is. And why are you the VJ? Material TV, I know you're not there. I just asking that question. Could you imagine that? This pape, that he the one building Ali City now. That he the one building it now. There. And you can see it clearly. That the man who loves simple life like him there. Simple life. The car he riding in convoy. George, we have said who's a celebrity. Never wore that kind of car before. Custom made. That a simple life man there. While you continue to suffer, he continues to enjoy. Then he deceives you with yellow machine that will make no impact in your life. Then you jump in the street to celebrate. Some of you sleeping on dirty area, then dirty communities here and there. Today, you hungry. You don't have anything to eat. But he made you to jump and be celebrating yellow machine. The worst of all your lawmakers, they jump in suits to go talk about yellow machines, to wear it, disgracing themselves. Why they are eating and plundering our resources. Yeah. Could you imagine that? And you're sitting there when we come, we talk. And then you think that we're not, look, we are people who understand the bullet politics of this country. JMB is destroying this country. Honor JMB, today people brave. Look, in Bento. Penena, you read one of JMB horse and told him, say, Papa, I want him, I want to learn, and say, but winner. Penena, you read. I told you, say, God not creating new land. The only land you put there gave you all 25 years that been down there. Who can what they call that? Look, those days where president used to what they call you, that nobody, any property you want to take it. But now you read. This is why they were supporting Joseph Boakai. That's why they went against George Weah. Because George Weah was people sensitive, was people centered. And their properties that they wanted to seize from people. I remember a guy, one Edward contacted me, a friend of mine. He and Benin Ayure were in some issues. He got his property back that time. I know that the property gone today. Because honor Joseph Boakai, all you do, go to Joseph Boakai as a friend to Joseph Boakai and just say, look, Chief, my land on the other side here and there. He said, but forget about it. You will get it. I will send police. That's why I brought the yellow machines here for. I will send police. So somebody will just go in the community and say, look, like the area I live in Iraq community, right? People may live in alleys and things. And you can see the conditions under which some. So some people live in harmony in the community and so forth. Yes, there are pathways that people can have to really get, if there were fire incident or something like that, people will get roll with us, whatever it is, right? Yeah, good. Pray enough, right? So somebody goes out. That's why I told one of my neighbors, I said, yeah, I say, oh, yeah, you got your power, all your this, that. I said, no, it's not like that. Once the community say, we agree that you will be in the alley, and then we know that alley, but you are there. Who am I to say what they call it is? And yet you can't use any power for you to say, oh, yo, and government, you're yet here with government or this, that. Me, I don't let that thing where people say you will government or this, that. No, I don't use my relationship with power to step down on people. I don't. Because you know why? I will not stay there forever.
That power friend I'm using, that power friend will not stay in power forever. I can't. There are consequences, there are future that we'll have to live with. So that's it. This time now, you see anybody that what Benin Union went to that area there, he collected yellow machine, carry a umpo and say your boss. And they started bossing people's houses, big structures. And the kind of thing that happening now in this country. Now what Benin Union never wanted we are. Because on our we are the thing that wouldn't have happened. I bet it wouldn't have happened. So Joseph Boakai, it's just been walked to by people that Benin Union. You know our parent. I didn't want we the Congo boys and we don't want to get it. But you say, but then Benin Union say, but baby, you know that what people then decided to send you to school. You know when you were in CWA, you know what people then were there. You the Congo people, you're not really native male. You are part of us. In fact, you're not from Liberia in the first place. So you are part of us. Joseph Boakai and his group, they don't see you as one of them. That's why you see most of their government officials are not out there with you in the streets today. They put onto themselves, they brag and they assume that they are Congo people. You know, I remember I was teaching Liberian history, and I was teaching, Liberian history, one of these schools, at the Baptist Seminary. So there was this lecture, a guest lecturer I brought in, Mr. Brimer, and then he began to tell where the Congo people were. He said, and you see the place, you see Congo Town, there was also Rack and Tin in there. The uptown boys, when they used to leave from there and come to the Congo, because they not used to live with the Congo people in town here, in the city center. Now the place they used to leave from, that Congo Town area where the Rack, you see the Rack plenty here. Now the place they used to leave from to come to work in town here, to come work for the Congo people. Now the place they used to come work for the Congo people. So when they leave from here and go to that place in Congo Town, that the place they will say that they call themselves Congo boys. They say they are Congo boys. So because they were working with the Congo people, with them and whatever it is, used to call themselves Congo boys. But they were not naturally Congo boys, they were native boys. But because they were working with the Congo people, they call themselves Congo boys. That's the same mentality you see in the Unity Party folks. Because they think that they are working with the Congo people, like Joseph Boakai there. So they proud themselves in thinking that you're not their mate. So as a result, only election times that they will come back to you. They don't see you as their kind. That's why you see you will not see them at Kobo shops. They are not at no mirror shop there where you used to see them. They don't want you to even locate them anywhere. That's why you will not find them at the party headquarters. The party headquarters will be a ghost camp because they know that is where you will be able to trace them. Unlike the seditions, they believe that they are natives. Wherever they go, they are in the communities and their houses are areas where you will frequently visit. Our mothers will visit there, our fathers will visit there. Samura Molokoli house, right? I don't know what they call Menikama Junction, Samura Molokoli's house, right to San that they play the old man used to be parking to. Those are the areas that people used to be. Where are they now today? The guys announcing themselves like Congo boys. They see themselves as Congo boys. So you are not their type. That's why you will not be able to see them now. But when they want power from you, they will come back to you. Today, go after them. Go visit them. You know their type? Oh, you think you are their type? I beg you, yeah. No boy them who, because they send them to school, they come back, they say they Congo people. No wonder. They will always say, look, these Silesians are native people, yes. Yes, we agree they are native people, children. And that's why they will always do business with the native people. When they told you they have pro-poor agenda, now we need to have pro-native agenda. Instead of being pro-poor, look, you need to have pro-native agenda now. Right? Because those pro-poor agendas were pro-native agenda. Now the Unity Party agenda is pro-elites or pro-Congo agenda. So the pro-Congo agenda is to give back to the Congo people their land. Look at New Jersey Junction. They told land to give it to a foreigner. I know they say Abacha or whoever who acquired or land at the time people were fighting war. At the time he got land. He raided people from New Jersey Junction. During wartime, you got land. Who is in country to have stood against you? Adverse possession cannot lie under these circumstances. Especially when force majeure situations erupt,
where nobody could come to claim land or whatever it is you build there or whatever. As long as you can claim adverse possession when war is going on and people have fled for their lives. Yeah, they are crying everywhere because they believe that you, the native people, are trying to reestablish yourself. I will say this, whether you go or you come down, there are people who get the mentality that indeed they are by far superior than other people. And people can say, oh, Eddie, why are you talking about native and Congo? Yeah, but the thing are going on. If certain people will look at certain people to be stupid, right? Certain people look at certain people to be stupid, right? If certain people will look at certain people to be stupid, then why don't you think other people still think that Congo and native still exist? Right? That the native people, they are calling stupid people today. Because the Congo people at that time, they believe that they were the elites. They were the guys who were educated. So as a result, they call themselves the elites. They believe that they got all of the senses that you think about in this world. The native people were stupid. They were fools. So they are ascribing that stupidity to citizens who both of them are native people. So when you hear them say stupid, yeah, those are people who call themselves Congo boys. So they look at you today, they see themselves as elites. That's why you see some of them, they were changing their parents' names. They were not proud of their parents' name. Some of them, Congo people force them. They themselves went, to force those names on themselves because they wanted to be recognized as Congo boys. Those estates that were built, though then trouble them or whatever it is that you see, those estates that were built, it was for the poor people who couldn't afford. Because the Congo people went and took over all the areas. So today, see the guys in the estates, they call themselves the Supreme Congo boys. When you see people living in estates, that Congo mentality in there, they just take themselves to be superior over the people in Chigisu factory, over the people in Blagina. They take themselves to be extra because that is the mentality that they carry, that they are the elites among all the people in the community. So they are the elites. When you go in New Jersey Estate, Congo. When you go in Stephen Tower Estate, Congo. You go in Bannersville Estate, Congo. You go in, every one of them that was their mentality. The area you live, they ascribe unto you that Congo settlement, so they say that Congo people there. So they themselves, be stepping on their fellow indigents and calling them stupid people. So today, that mentality is still there. They are still calling these people. They have elevated. They don't want to call them native people. No, they just call them stupid people. So anytime you hear these people saying stupidation or this, that the Congo people, they call themselves Congo people. They are calling you, the native people, stupid. So that's why you see the native people are in numbers. So as a result, when you cause one of their sons, especially the premier of their son, one that came up from among them, and despite his level of education, despite the level of opportunities he had, he never detached himself from them. So as a result, they still hold on to him today. They still see him as one of their own. That's why it's difficult for Joseph Boaka to jail with the native people, because he's not a native man himself. He's a Congo man. So his pleasing and everything runs to the Congo people. Why you think Burman family and them passing around here, they say they behind Joseph Boaka then because they believe that George Weah is a native man. They are angry within themselves. Why should George Weah still be playing out in our body politics? Yeah, because we the native people, we are in dominance. You the Congo people, you are faded off ever since, from the Tobo era, you started dying already. Y'all know, we they won't get this country. Oh, you didn't know that we the native people, we get this country? Oh, you didn't know that one? And you're calling us today stupid people? Oh, you never expected AB then to be as they are, eloquent enough to look at the issues. You never expected them today. Oh, you wanted me to change my name before you could accept me as an educated person, and because I failed to change my name, that's why you still call me a native and a stupid man. I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Look, let me tell you something. We'll beat you in this country. We'll continue to lead you in this country, and whether you go or you come down, will lead you in this country. It's our time. This is our country. This is our motherland. This is where we were
buried. Our parents were buried here. And this is our country. We'll prove to you that our country. Hey, you're in power, you're enjoying the power. No, because we own the country. And we who own the country, until we get in power, there will be no enjoyment for you people, because the people who own the land, if they are not in possession of their land, whoever takes possession will never enjoy the possession of it. No, that's why you people are not, you're not feeling it that you're in power. Right? You're not feeling it that you're in power. Right? Because the native people, whom you call stupid people, have not accepted you people, and they will never call you their leaders. That's why you people are where you people are, and you will remain like that. You will remain like that. So whether you go or you come down, you're like, I say, I want to fly around, you will never be accepted. That's what I said something the last time, and I repeat again tonight. I said Joseph Boakai is just president by title. Josh Weah is president by endorsement. Endorsement is from the natives. They know their true leader. They know their kind. They know that when they are in power, they feel it. They know that when they are on top of things, they feel it. They know who cares about them. Yeah, they know that. So today, for you to say that you cause any people stupid here and there, you bring divisiveness because you think that you are Bava elite and educated. Then the other people, the moment somebody tell you, say, oh, I will see this, you tell you, say, well, what are you doing with that? Put there? You finish. Look, you divided the country already. We are trying to tell you we are defending our position that you put us in. We are not telling you that we're leaving from that position. No, we accept it and we are in our position. And let me tell you, citizens, the day Unity Party people come up and the same foolishness George Weah will not come out, tell them, say, we agree. The same we agree they were using, just use it on them and kill that debate. Say we agree. Any other debate? And he said, George Weah will not come out, that leader one. What else again? We agree. George Weah will not come out. What else? Tell them, say we agree. Because you agreed, right? That your agreement is sarcastic in nature. One, you are who you are, and you know that you got the numbers, you know what it is. So what's the essence of you arguing with a fool who does not own no land? So one time I remembered I was at Truth FM, and there was this thing about people thinking that there was a problem between, and people thinking that there was a problem between me and the CEO's son, like ability, blah blah blah. And there was a meeting that was called, and then they called a meeting, and I went and sat there. Then people started talking all kinds of things. Oh, we'll see who they play. What they call. I said, look at them using the word ownership. So I sat in that meeting and I told them, I said, let me tell you something. There are some of you who think that there's a problem between me and liability is a lie. Never think that way. If you ever think that RAB will ever think about taking over liability power station, I will be a fool. How can a wheel fight ability? What is the logic in that? How can a wheel fight ability? So you're think I don't know who I am. You don't be thinking that way. I will never ever think that way. I can never ever fight ability for ability's property. I can't. And I killed out that whole debate that day. I said, y'all stop the noise here. I don't have any time. Y'all want to take sides, y'all take sides. Whatever it is, I don't have time for that. I can never. So that's the same thing when we are the Unity Party people. Why you must fight them? You own your country. They say you will not take your country back when you already own your country. That happened, you must argue with. They know that they don't have the numbers. They know that one. And they know that your ground you failed to stand in 2023. If you were to stand that ground, the human beings were not coming to be where they are today. But you didn't stand your ground. It is you. Do you equally know that ownership of properties can shift to somebody who doesn't own it if the person puts a better defense than you? If they put a better position in a courtroom than you, you know you can lose that property. Though it's your property. But if you cannot substantially prove that it is your property, do you know that the man who stands tall and proves better stature or whatever it is will take your property, do it for you because you fail to give the substantial evidence or pieces of evidence that will back your claims because you feel now you think you lose the property because you know it's not that it's not yours, but you could not defend that it is your property. You can lose it. That's what happened in 2023. This is your country. You're supposed to be in leadership because you failed to do what was needful. That's why you are seeing yourself honor these people today. And that's what they are trampling on you.
That's why you see them acting like they are nobody. You are in charge. So when they bring that noise to you, say we agree. Let that time reach. That the time you will know who owns the land. You know, there's a battle that they call who owns the land. Sometimes when we used to be playing football in a village and town, sometimes they will tell you, say, who owns the land? You know, people will come from the other camp, Vamvuzu camp, driving 15 houses and whatever. Who owns the land? The who owns the land tournament, we want to know who owns the camps, right? So we'll come together to play a game. The team that beat would demonstrate. So it was not by saying this, that no, it was on the field that we used to determine who owns the land. We don't used to determine it by people mob in community. No, it may start from there, but that on the field we can determine who owns the land. Right? Yeah. So what team who own the player? Anything they claim what whatever they know more than all, we'll tell them who owns this land. We'll tell them. We'll show to them who owns this place. They don't know. I like how they're proceeding. I like how they're doing it. I like how they are stepping on us. Yeah, I like it. I love it. So it's good that it's happening. We'll know who owns this land. But we'll settle together. And whether you like it or not, you go or you come down. We don't have time. So this is it. This old man will come and do this, XYZ, blah, 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 destroy this country because he takes himself to be part of the Congo people. While the Congo people were enjoying this country, what they call that was their era. That's what they did. Charles Taylor says something in his testimony. Charles Taylor said, he said, when the coup took over, when the coup took place, and because he was more close to Kwangwa, and then the government then took over. He said, why you witness? Because that was the last job. He said, but he was in the barrack, around the barrack area with Kwangwa through all of those appointments and things that were going. You know, when they come from the council meeting, and Taylor would be briefed by Kwangwa. Kwangwa was very bright, and he used to let Taylor business. So Taylor said, and every time they came from their council sitting, so they have already divided all of the jobs. And then Kwangwa asked him, he said, oh, but you sitting down here, all the job then finishing you. Yeah. Then he said, he told Kwangwa, he said, but the people who fought their revolution, if they finish divide all their jobs, then what I would do is say, we'll get one more job here. But that one, I just something member, I don't know whether you will take it. So that how they gave him a GSA job. They Blamo Robertson Pape, they decided to make him deputy to him. Because they all came from America, from the EULA group. So they made him deputy to him. So Taylor said, when he became GSA boss, what he noticed was the native people decided to act like the Congo people. They said the Congo people used to enjoy themselves in chair, BB chair, and then riding Google cars, blah, 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 yeah, and then so it's our own time for us to enjoy too. Because that's true. The Congo people, they left flashy things. Why you think Joseph Boga like that? So, well, they think that Joseph Boga was fooling your way. There's some kind of simple native man passing around here. That's why you all believing? I'm begging you, yeah. That Papa entire life, he's not even any of you. Like number one, you are not even born here or whatever. You didn't grow up here or whatever. He's not even part of you. He's a foreigner in his first place. So you think I may really pity you people? You think you really care? That Papa was just sitting down there because of recklessness. You know, the presidency is in a way that people will make you, or people will bring to you proposals that are clearly meant to bring the true character in you. So it's like, I already know how to steal. Yeah, I can steal. But I don't want to steal. Then somebody come to me and say, AB, I get one idea that when we use, we'll be able to steal. So I look at that man idea and say, Mommy, how you think we'll steal it? Then the president tell me, so I know I like stealing business. For the only reason I will accept that man proposal is because already inherently I like stealing business. I was just only looking for the opportunity to find myself in the best position. Yeah, Blamo Nelson, sorry, not Blamo Rousing. In my best position.
right? In the best position to steal. So that proposal aligns with your inherent culture, your nature that in you stealing. Joseph Walker likes, look, extravagant things. He like but anybody who they say, I don't know whether that's true at all, but anybody who you see the woman business thing where inside their head, they passing around with, they put in the yellow, the other things. That kind of man, you go sit down, you go meet president in Ale. Oh, you look at my heart. I can even round we barrel say this, that year, and you're believing in him. I'm begging you. You go find place to her. That old man, you're showing to you today. Look at that flashy thing that he put in Lofa County. I play you know the Papa love things. The Papa love things. The Papa look at the Lofa Rest Project. The Papa ate that money there because he loved things. Somebody get there, he used to send it to China. I don't know which one of them. That they say he used to send China to go be buying things here and there. I think one of them to this place here. You can go there. I think that if you there, you can go there because we're booking there recently. Like you can go there again. Or Matale area, they say you get one of them there. You go there, that your girlfriend and that you can be operating from all. They say you need to send someone in China, all the kind of things. The people love things. The people love things. So why may you people think that you were what they call? No. Anybody who love things, you will know. Even the slightest thing you get in, he said they will praise it. People love things. He takes himself like a Congo man, and he's not supposed to be, because not because he went to school with these people. Could you imagine that? So you can sit down in the country, you'll get ready, you'll say Joseph Burger simple, you will do the one. All your horses, then the woman will bring it now. And I like how it is going. Maybe Alexander coming I don't know if family get property or something. You will soon go collect and go break it down too. Same Bernard, you will finish getting your own share and go break it down. Alexander Cummings will go for your own too and go clay. Everyone else who get property or whatever it is here, that even their parents are parted away from. They're the children. Once you come out, you go to Joseph Burger, say, you know this, that. When I inform what they call the work clay. How your library is now. This country is for us. Don't argue with anybody. How will a stranger, because the United Party folks, they are strangers. They call themselves Congo, they are strangers. We know how to deal with them. The society is in us. Look, let me tell you something. When you see people like Joshua Blyde, those criminals, those killers, are saying CDC is like a court. Yes. Go in our communities that where you will see courtesan. In the communities, the people work together. They are together. It's hard for you to just divide in the community. Go into the villages and towns. They say when one town wakes up and say they want to go to the other town to fight, they are united. The CDC carries that unity, that driving force that emanate from our parents into the villages and towns where they are united and resolve on issues. That's that same force that within the CDC today. So as a result, it is difficult for them to penetrate. As a result, when they see that, they call you a court. Yeah, they will say you are a court. No problem. That's the unity. That is the unity. You know, one time I interviewed Sandro Johnson on Truth FM, and he said, the most loyal political party, at that time, he haven't really tested CDC strength yet. He said the most loyal political party that I know in Liberia is the MPP. We are very committed and loyal. And that's true. George, we are just carried that semblance of that charisma of leadership where people believe in. Taylor has similar thing. People believe in Taylor. People were crying when Taylor was leaving. The same way people crying for George we are today. George, we are living power. People were crying when Taylor was leaving. Could you imagine at the time they crying? At the time, bullets, rackets are thrown all over the place that when they were crying. People went in the battlefield to fight for Taylor without Taylor giving them anything. All they wanted was for Taylor to even call them by name. They were willing to kill. Just to call them by name, they were willing to kill. That's the charisma. That is the force, the driving for the attachment. That's why you see the MPP. You know, like nowadays now that people have come to do, you know, there's a That is what it is. That's what you see today with the CDC. If you left the CDC, or if you are to leave the CDC, you will see that there is something lost away from you, because once you come within and you depart, you feel it. Then you feel so bad that something is lost. That's the same thing that happened to Judas Iscariot. When they say Judas betrayed Jesus, no, listen. That man was part of the family, right? He already achieved his goal of selling out Jesus. But by selling out Jesus alone and getting the money was not enough. Something left away from him. He saw himself outcast. As a result, it led to his death. You don't have to. No. Once you are within, you feel yourself attached. So it is left with you now. You will be one. Who told you that Jesus discipled and told Judas, go kill yourself? No. He himself by himself, he knew that he has left a family. He knew that he has betrayed a family. He knew that there was something wrong somewhere. That the very community that came to him to engage him for him to do that betrayal, they were not willing to accept him. There was no way that he could be accepted there easily. All he could do now was to be living like a stranger, because that was what he thought of. When you are part of a family, that's why you see in the villages and towns, when the people banish you and they tell you, say you will never come back to the town again. You can even be living the best of life in the next time. You will still feel bad why you're not going back to that town, because you were part of that community. The community is part of you. You will never live a better life. I don't care what you do. You will never be happy. No matter where you go, what you do there, you will never be happy, because the community you belong to, you are being cut off from the community. This is normal. Unity party get any unity? Do they really have any unity? They don't. In fact, there is no unity party. All the people you see around Joseph Boga are so sycophants, there is no unity party. That's why you see the party headquarters is sick. Where is the party? Where are the partisans? You can't call people the Tifa them partisans. No, they will not. Even if Tifa were to go in unity party, you will never feel that touch that he had within the CDC. Something is taken away from him. You think they don't know it? They know it. They can pass around in the community. They know politically they are empty, because places they used to pass, people who used to see them, the kind of appreciation, people are now distancing themselves from them. They feel lost, but they got to just pretend to live with it. I have gone through that before. When you are part of a family and you are cut off from that family, something is going away from you. It will play on you, because you will see yourself, outcast, right? Nobody casted you out. No, you yourself, by ejecting yourself, you feel that you're not just feeling happy anymore. This is life I'm talking about here. This is life that I'm talking about here. The how life is. This is life. I won't be telling you the thing they say that here. No, let me tell you something. You're leading Unity Party people. When these people go out, they do whatever they can. And they say, Joey, I will not come back. We agree. They will not hear here. We agree. He will not come back. That's life. That's why we are here. So every time you sit down, you leave them alone. The people themselves know that they are not in charge. That's why small thing you do, they curse. Any small thing you do, they will curse you. Any small thing you do, they will curse you. Today, when you're passing around, they curse you. I don't get time for them, because these are a bunch of hungry people. We've gone 3 years now. We are into 3rd year of their presidency. They stay hungry. They stay angry. They will never be satisfied. They are even angry that everybody talking about 2020 now. Why everybody talking about 2020 now? Why? Try to say what they call, but you don't feel it. Yeah. You get into next year, the time you will know that it's gone. You don't even know it. And we go March, just starting, right? Just watch it. You can see what will happen. These people will feel the pinch of their life. They would never benefit from anything. And we're in this country, and I'm telling you, watch out. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Tomorrow will come with other important issues, but tonight I just thought to come pass by to tell you about these things because they are very much essential for our well-being. You stop giving these people, you leave them alone. When they say we will not come and say we agree. We agree with you. And we went to D Masters at Kemia Woman or school, and what they call you saw people behind him, you will not come back. You will not come back. We agree. We will not come back. No problem. We're not get problem. Even up to today, there are still Christians who even believe that Jesus Christ will not come back. So what are issue? There are people, Christians, they say they're going to church, they don't still believe that Jesus Christ will even come back. And because they know Jesus Christ will not come back, what is it? So we had our here again. Say we're going to do our own thing on the other side. People who say the Christian, they don't even believe that Jesus Christ will come back. That the United Party people who are frustrated and worry about Jesus, George, we are coming back. Every time you hear that they talk about George, we will not come back, just look at the worrying tune that honor that. George, we will not come back. We here. Mark my word today and mark it good. And this day market. Today is the third month, the second of the third month, 2026. So this is March 3, 2026 market. Every instrument that they think they bring in to make we have to look unpopular, that instrument will turn against them and make them unpopular. Watch out. I repeat, every instrument that they think they are bringing to make we are unpopular, the same instrument, God will use it. God will use it to make them look unpopular. It happened when Moses went to get the children of Israel from Egypt. God did not use something else to prove to Pharaoh his might. He said, Moses, any brought magicians, I will tell you, I will make you as a magician. But that magician thing will not be in you. That magician thing is going to be in a stick. He said, Moses, what is in your hand? He said, drop it. That is same stick I will use. That is same snake. They will bring their snake. I will use that same snake. I will use the same snake to start their snake. God not using anything else to run campaign for George we are in this country. God will use that same yellow machine to run campaign for we are. God is already using the same yellow, those buses that they brought. God using it to run campaign. Everything that they think they are bringing, God will use those same thing to run campaign for George we are. And we here, mark my word. Let's get to the lines and interact with you callers. Right here on this very day. We are certainly getting there. People are grateful. And they will continue to be grateful, especially for those of them who want to be grateful. Those who want to be ungrateful is up to them, and I leave them with that. So shall it be. I tell you, thank you so much for the time tonight. Let's get to the line. Interact with you, our callers. Sorry that I didn't call roll because whatever it is, few people kind of their business. I didn't call roll because this time we shall make it to work. And I'm grateful to the Almighty God. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. I repeat again that every instrument that they bring in, thinking that they will use it to make we are unpopular, are the very instruments God will use against them to make them to look unpopular. And it will be the campaign too for George. We are getting there. Don't worry. It has already started. If you can see, you will see it. What I just said just now, it has started and will continue. And we are getting there. Don't worry. I certainly will tell you these things. And it's just God. And mark my words. It's no curse. I don't wish evil for anybody. Development is good for all of us. They brought yellow machines there, whatever the rules they are paving. Who's going there? We are the one that riding on some of them. But just watch out. The time is coming when God shall speak. The same God who created creatures. It's the same God that made some of those creatures to look demonic. A big good snake, bad snake. A big good cat, bad cat. God is the same God. God is able to turn those same creatures to be evil and then devoid any other thing. That God we're talking about here, so no one else. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I say the God of the other prophet. I say the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the proven prophet. So thanks so much to all of you for the time. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. I'll call us the first caller. Yeah, and what are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, bro. Ivy.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is Maurice Pastor calling from Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, Ivy, thank you for the show. You know, they contact Israel last week Thursday when I was passing around the shit. I told people, I said, Labrouin, really Labrouin. Sunday when we show up, we rather say you ask a question. But when I feel war, so when they power the machine on Friday, the President Braga went on our side. But bro, if you send that back in Israel, my father never seen that in that day. I know when the people are coming back, I know the fear of what they. But my father for the see the polo clear with the rest of the be passing with that. You one side, the car will be no. The two sides of the clear, they will spend the park up in see straight. Really, the all the way down, really. The two sides, I know it's time. So you might say, what I see the people scared of what is happening. Yeah.
But end of the time, you want to slow down now so that the people who saw a yellow machine passing, for them to be clapping for you, telling say, Papa, yeah, thank you. Then why are you running like that? The very red light they were passing and celebrating. Because he knows. He knows. He's supposed to go there and see. He's supposed to go there. He's supposed to go past there. Past there, slow. You're going to see fun. And what are you doing?
Yeah,
fine. You can't be like this, so you have to adjust or else. Boss man, I told you already. You have to adjust. Sorry. Hello? Alright. So, you're not ready. The problem I get with you. Hello, how are you doing?
I come here, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, thank you. That God bless you.
We thank God.
Let God bless you. Eddie, they want you for let God bless you. Money veteran for when I need money veteran, yeah.
Okay, man. Okay, man.
Eddie, all the things then talking again, we are enjoy you. Let God protect you.
Amen. Okay.
Down to our president open, we are for my protecting for my guy.
Okay.
Because the people donating to open now want see go protecting. We don't ever fight for open go for them. They will not make it on our president.
You're right.
So thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. All right. You're most welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, calling from District 17.
All right, let's hear from you, mommy.
If it's now the women land, please call the women land. I really want to get the women land.
Okay, I will call you, but go on now since you came on.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Your boy just looking there when you waiting holy on which crying in the community. That's how your boy look in my community. You know when the whisper looking at the holy oil, the way they can be judging. That's how your boy looking in my community. Baby, this is my first time calling on the show. I've been listening to you for 3 years now.
Wow.
I never called one day. This is my first time calling. Maybe you know what happened? Those cat roaches, we buy spray gun for them.
All right.
We already prepared a spray, already in package for in our hand. We will spread them. And the other Yami say he coming in our community here. We say that all betrayers are Joseph. We waiting for him to come. Yes, baby.
But why you can't hear him out? It's not about.
You know what happened? The man coming 3 days with us in our community here.
Okay. At least, at least you can dialogue. Yeah. At least you can dialogue.
We want for the man to come. That all betrayal. That one that will be defeated. That one that will be frustrated. But maybe we want to talk plenty. Somehow we're not a talking tech because we already high. So we keep our own installing. Thank you very much. Please take your time and call the women land. More people can come to me for the women land.
Okay, I will soon call it. So just take the pen. Just take the pen. I'm about to call it. In fact, I'm calling it now. Yeah, I'm calling it now before I continue picking the calls. So the women line, the women line is this, and so it is the female line, and let's put it that way. The female line, so the female line is this. So the women, you get it, and please get it, mom, and you can share with those who always come to you for it. So the 0777 980375. That's, I read it again. 0777 980375. Yeah, so that's it there now. Hope you copied. Right? Thank you. So let's get on to this one. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Okay, sorry we missed out on this one. So let me get on to this person quickly. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Yeah, Vic, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eddie. Maybe you can remember where Ben you as an coming with Joseph because they went for me that time. I remember Ben you use all the quote ratio to go down the road.
Yeah.
That remember man use that time. All the quote ratio must go down the road. The next people train and learn that who the quote train was minister director of we are. They say all the quote ratio that remember when you use when you were with Joe Parker. That the reason they were bringing Joe Parker, that the reason they were campaigning for Joe Parker when they come so they can be in charge. And we're telling our brother and sister in the last time, they will not listen to us. And you see what's going on today? According to the internet, when you will take that whatever say they were for him, breaking the place down because they were waiting, they were long time waiting for the party to cut so they can say all the country. But let me tell you, when you were supporting the Union Palestinian, listen to what tonight. So when they're left, when they're full, but no, most of them are who show you that they will not bring them men, they will not be in charge. And then you need people will be handling behind the men, they won't come back to power. How they won't come back to power? No way. But they have Buka that they will use to come to power. But one person, we are like, no one can use it. So let them men and go for let them go out to be open to who they are going to learn to be minister and director. Without no more to go up there and to go up again. That's why the opinion make up why copy our art. Lord, listen to us. Therefore, in the issue of the country, they say, oh, wait. I know that you know, I think I'm going to joke for us to the tree. I know right now your mind is cleaner. So that's what the knowledge. Let that boy that young in the valley. You're listening to me this hour. God, man, be true and maybe me lay. Then I don't bring your power. See, I don't stop it today. Then they will not in your interest. Then they come with a glass that come from America. They are following them. Well, use our berry. They won't come back and take their land. They will be using as well method, as well method. I never enjoy it. But when they listen to me tonight, on the night, when we bring our song, every land and let go on you, they're using it as one man. We will take it back and go to the middle back. We will go to and we cheers and all the prayer. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Mommy. You're most welcome at all times to participate and have your views. Share it with us right here on this dime. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Yes, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you.
I'm told Douglas calling from the township of West Point.
Okay.
Everyone goes in me, I don't get EF from the party.
Okay.
Some of them are frustrated in the township of West Point when they pass in their shin, the bed, and they are paid to speak. But may I speak to them? What I'm waiting for, 2029. We'll get that political writing to them. The 50 county will go from county to county to county. The only thing citizens should do before 2029, 2026, 2027, there is a restructuring in our party. We will visit with the medical, with the youth, we will visit country and restrict our people. You bug on in our house and working more than an hour. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your contribution. We are certainly getting there, and we appreciate all of you for your calls. All right, so let's get on to this caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
James, Reliable Timothy, I call you from Red Light, Park Up in Woodcamp.
James, I'm getting a feedback that I think you have to adjust from, or else. Be sorry to leave you.
I want to first, the current president should know that it is the former president that put life in him today. So he should first know that.
Okay.
So he should also be grateful to the former president for that. And also, I mean a call to tell you that General have put also for all the blind people. Because the $5 million project they won, that they have eaten the money and they failed to do what they took the money for. They have eaten the money. They have put it outside. So you please be aware that what they're doing. Because they were in meetings, some of our children I can see, and they were telling us. So I mean a call to tell you, and also For our other mothers who listening, let them be aware that this government is also putting armor for blind people to kill them. Thank you.
Wow. All right. Thanks so much for your contribution. That's a good alert. We'll check on that. Thank you. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello.
I'm pretty to you, man. I want to get a mail now.
The male. So you're using the female line to get a male line?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. My phone is so big.
Okay, get the male line. Only the male line will get you. Don't throw anything inside. You go back on the male line, you can't again. Yeah. So the male line on that 0772. Yeah. 0772-239933. 0772-239933. That's the mail line. So go right by and come back the right way. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, man?
I do.
I'm fine.
How about your weekend?
Thank God.
Let's go for life, my friend.
Thank God.
This is my city, your mama. City almost 50 grasses for the time for 2029. Those machine they brought is for campaign for just here.
Okay.
Because what they doing to our people and to us, what they told us they want to do for us, they're not doing it. They live in that aspect, breaking down people who every day people are dying, so the massive German boss. For that reason, the people are angry. What was saying there, they were not listening, Abby. People said it for good sake here. Why everywhere in Lato, why they want today? Why is she today? Can they want to be found? She see what she's saying that she's seen. So what you were saying, they were not getting it. They talk back, and took it over good and said no. What you're telling you now, you don't say we not push a mess. We push a mess and we're representing the people. But because we were believing Boca strong and say you're going to do the best for them. So they want to carry their way and say Boca will do best for them. So they want to agree. So they get their tough customer AB and Boca is a tough customer for them. He's tough customer for them, and Boca was a tough customer. We are why you were tough. But we are saying none of my people, let's do it. They will say, oh, we will not vote for you. You dare to do that council. No, we will not vote for you. But we have their market and say, no, we will not vote for you. You wicked to us. We can't say, you can't do that, we can't breathe. Boca will say no, they will not vote for him. They're not working on it, they will not sell it, they will not get Johnny, will pay for the market. So they will happen today. Everything broken down. Marketeers are crying. No money when you go sell. No, by saying money on the road. Let me tell you when I know you. As I tell you, so I saw on the road. See you, the business son behind me. See you, the business son behind me, they want to come and let go, right? When I say, oh, can I eat it? Can I walk up with it? I will not do it. Every you all tell me, say, oh, can't pull up. Every I can't pull up. We all will kill for the sake of will come on them. Now they say massive hope. You're so open your eyeball, and go put a foot on your way. So when they put in the bluffing, they just started, they cry, every who will cry for 6 years. When we are coming, we're now letting well. But they can't say the power and all bossy, bossy, that who will practice, that who will see that who that practice for Insta. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, for the benefit of the audience, I'm Benedict Yanti from the Borough of Nekuta. Thank you for the show and all of the topic followed tonight, even though I came to class a little bit late. So, the country, the way government is portraying is very, very, very bad and shameful. Harassing. More especially, anything that is seriously attached to you is.
Hello, Teacher Lai. Thank you for having me, Teacher Lai. My name is Victor B. Cabo, commonly as Sergeant Plea. I have to join from Battery Factory to be precise that weekend. Teacher Lai, I just want to say this to you. The Congo people, the so-called Congo people, it will no longer happen where they make our people to go and throw people bugging away. That days have been gone. They let some kind door open our eyes, make us know who was the Congo people and who they are. So therefore, we are standing back looking at them, seeing them with equal eye, they feel that when they speak, no one cannot speak, or they're more Liberian than others, and we want to tell them the so-called liberty told them that the net people was on this ground. And we are the indigenous, we are looking at them, all of those things they're doing, breaking people's homes and doing all kinds of stuff. We looking at them. And we are not going to cure. We will be focused. We know that one of these days, they will submit themselves.
Okay.
You have been a Joseph Newman brother called himself President of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
And taking a criminal of Brother Samuka, giving him the country a caterpillar to say he is supervising stuff. This man still going to army.
Okay. No, but that thing has been settled. In fact, it is your former president. It's your former president who cleared him out. Hello, how you doing? So let's leave that. Yeah. Hello. And pardoned him. So let's leave that. Hello, how you doing?
Thank you again for allowing me back on the line. So as I was portraying, the government is painting itself in the sense that the opposition will have no campaign anymore because they are already running campaign for the opposition.
Sure.
The former matter, the way they handle things. Imagine people pulling power to put NTS. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. So they're bringing caterpillar in the country. I thought you brought the caterpillar is to tell it what to Labrador government, to tell it what to the public works ministry that is responsible for these things.
Really?
Even you tell it what to the public works, Lance and Miles there. So why you telling to anybody from any of these entities, but to send it to somebody you have favor in? The same way previous machine was brought from Libya that got missing today, all to now no here and there. The same way this one will go.
Bye.
Mainly on my mind tonight, the situation with the Arson case. We, the family of those in prison, we are yet to be satisfied.
Okay.
And the way they are portraying this case here, it bringing a situation or stand that will take a stand that it may not be good for the entire country or for everybody. They are painting themselves, and through we are exposing them to the international community.
Okay.
And we'll continue to expose them. Currently now, as I speak to you, we are calling on people. We are planning a mass protests at every embassy who already did letters, and they are accepted us to be in there. So we were going in numbers to disclose all of these things that are happening in this particular Arson case and the way they are portrayed. Imagine they took the case after the case have come to an end, knowing that yes, they were lost in the case. They have probably shut down the case by saying that, oh yeah, they had no trust in the jurors to disband them. Okay, the judge behind the case here have no trust. I don't know whether he get family. Because anybody who get relevant, who get a children, will not be doing the kind of thing to be making shit on the outside. Repetition is something that you take all the years to build, but you wish to lose it in no time. Damn it. Sorry for that expression on the radio.
Wow.
But it's a bad thing. This man lost prestige, this particular judge, to these people. So in as much they continue to portray in this direction, trust me, we will not give them chance, we will not give them rest.
So you guys are planning a protest for your brethren who are in jail. I remember even Eric Susie is being targeted by one Unity Party man in cell who killed an American. He said he can kill whatever. So I think they planted a guy on him there. And that guy is threatening him all over the place. And I think his life is not safe. And Eric Susie, his life is not safe. They planted people on them to maybe eliminate them. Yeah.
I was coming to that same story. It is not only that guy in prison. There are many there. You know, I'm picking John Yandy.
Yeah.
He's very, very informed, very smart. And trust me, no matter what they do, information hits the man before even they think on doing what they do. Because he works there. So I don't care what they do. Apart from that, we the family, we are among them as well. The very police people, the very NSA people, we are among them, we work with them. So we know everything they do. Every move they make, how we can get it. We know it and we'll continue to hit them. We'll continue to expose them. So it is the government, the president mainly, the speaker, all of them, they are the one me people behind the case.
You're right.
They have no shame.
No, that one you're right. That one you're right. That one you can say it clearly. 100%.
Thank you.
All right. So you heard it there. The poor planning protest. I don't know why you even had to want for you to do unknown something and strike these people bad way. Well, anyway, hello, how you doing? Yeah, go on. Let's listen to you. And let's. Too wicked. Terrible woman. I don't know what kind of woman is this. Let's get on. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is someone calling from Regita, Wiala.
Let's hear from you, Chief. Let's hear from you from Wiala. Yeah.
Yeah, brother, you know that there's something I want to say in short. You know, when a man's expectation fails, frustration results.
Okay.
So these guys are frustrated. No need to waste our time to waste words.
Okay.
But the end shall justify the means when Mike makes right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate. You're most welcome. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Professor.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. I very appreciate you, man. All continue to bless you, AB. You know, all the people giving you blessing. Yeah, and I give my own blessing to them. I know. Yeah, so I just forced to do my own AB.
Okay.
And my name is LP calling from Chicken Factory. You know, AB, most of the time we can pass around and we can listen to the guys. It is telling us a person we are not coming back. But I can ask that question. If you give a 18-year-old man power, he's not doing nothing for the Liberian people today.
Yeah.
They are bossing people home. That at top of me, you bring back to power person. We are that were fighting for our people. They hosting unit for our people. You think we will not come back? I think that all argument, like you said, AB low. The people is very, very wicked, especially our president AB. If I tell you say the papi are 80 business, you will not believe it, AB. Nothing good come for all of the papi. The papi don't have feature. Everything he doing today, that just to keep on the Liberian people. That's what they do, AB. Look at Labro age. We should not be boasting on machine, AB. Hey, AB, what other color said that? You know, we go in the drug country. The only thing, AB, I can tell you, the 2020 now we should not say that, AB. We should not say that because say, oh, the people is campaigning for all, then we just say no, AB. We have to go in the villages, we have to go to our people, a call for us to speak Kisi, a call for us to speak our data, without people and let people feel better, AB. Look at what the people doing to our people today, AB. You know what it take us on leader today? Almost kept there, I said almost said tears. They almost sleeping in Piazza today. Somebody at your home. Today you make that person homeless, AB. It's a one person will feed about you. That's why the people vote there for you. Joseph, I tell you, I say, AB, the day you even get somebody in your door, maybe you and myself will not be afraid again. To be honest with you. Because that Joseph, it will reflect on our wicked Joseph, they call Joseph human bargain. Very, very heartless papi, wicked papi. The bad people do to give you power, Joseph. But I tell you, Joseph, the day you come to Chicken Factory, we will tell you, you will see. And you say you're facing the road, you will see how we make people pull at you in Chicken Factory. Thank you, ADP from Chicken Factory.
All right, ADP, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. And let me say, we are grateful. And Emmanuel, now let's hear from you quickly. And we're wrapping up. And from this end, we are certainly getting there. All right, Eric's Propler. He calls himself James Propler. He said, good night. Yeah, how's everything? Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, baby, pie doing how they fund.
I'm doing fine, thank God.
You know the government don't have any case against these people. They are ashamed. They case here, the people already win the case. But they don't want for people to laugh at them. They don't want for people to laugh at them. That's why you see the jet dragging the case, dragging it. It's too disgraceful. Look at the people, children. What did they get to tell the people? They get one thing in the case here. They shame, they wrong, they don't want to get this act. And then they acting like this. The case win the people. They win the government. Look at the thing they're doing to our children. It's good, it's fair, but let them continue to do it. We get nothing to say. But this case, they already shame. No way to talk it, so that what they pretending they do not cancel my child. Good night. God bless you and your family.
Thanks so much, mommy. And I appreciate all of you. Let me just speak 3 more, then we'll go. Hello, how you doing? 1 year there. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
No, if you just open the Labrador movement, we don't get
William, let's hear from you, my brother.
Thank you so much for the good work you guys are doing. I think you guys are more than really so activists. Yeah, you guys are heading the Labrador issue right there. But again, I'm taking a bite because what I'm thinking about is that this old man have been in Labrador for so many times. People saying have more experience about government. I don't know for the 2 years or for the 5 years now, maybe. But what we are seeing is that somebody who just born today is what we are seeing. So as an old man, even apart from being experienced, or you are in your old age and you've been seeing a lot of things, I just don't come with the government issue with good knowledge and do the right thing for the people. If what we are seeing all around is the people are more hurt more than what President Boga is doing. This is wrong for our country. As an old man, so behave well and treat the poor well. But all that we are seeing all around is making the poor cry and giving the poor every day. This is wrong. President Boga needs to think twice and do the right thing for this country. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. You're most welcome all time. All right, so let me get on the female line and then pick this, then go on to the next line. We're certainly getting there. Hello. Okay. Wow, the female line goes off. Okay, so can I stretch the other way around? Oh, sorry for those of you on WhatsApp line. I tried my best to get you going through tonight, but again, it's quite challenging. So let me get on to this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, how are you, Mr. Wayon?
Fine, boss. Let's hear from you.
The only thing I got to say on the issue here is that all those who go against our former president, all of them will die. All those who betray, they will die. And then after die, one, anything happen with Johnny Doe, they come in die again.
No,
they
don't wish.
To them.
No, don't wish them that. Don't wish the people that.
Our president.
No, yeah, but don't be wishing them. Kind of thing now. Beg you. Hello, how you doing? Quickly. Hello. This one. Hello. Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on quickly.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Ima Siliki Kuma, motorcyclist. Okay. Hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, I get you.
Maybe Gossin will. Let me ask you one question. Why you when CDC did it for CDC partnerships? Is it a crime, bro?
I don't know. Ask those people out there. Well, how you look at it?
Let me tell you something. Maybe I think Saturday, a police guy, a deputy commander at the Gorbachev depot, by just Kaba. Each time, maybe to be very honest with you, I would say probably without no fear and favor. You want to arrest, you can say arrest me. The guy want to put my face on the football and he saw CDC uniform on me, my post. Then on Saturday, when they were partner their so-called machine, I started dancing. I said, something open la door. Because I started asking the question, you bring 250 million machine. It's a machine operator. If you not set it there right, if they're going to shoot it, you're not kill it again. That was my question. I was dancing, celebrating. Before they make me arrest on my bike, so I carry back to the depot several times, always there to me. A police officer, I don't want to call the person name. When the person intervenes, he said, oh, what's your problem? He said, we had a machine of party, you were dancing. Is this a crime for the middle dance? Send out of words? No, Abby.
You said they call it Kaba. Is his name Kaba, the deputy commander at Gorbachev?
Commander at Gorbachev, therefore, it is Kaba. I will say the first year in favor.
Okay.
It is Kaba.
No, we'll check it out. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Eddie, it's over. Most of it is actually not about your citizen. You owe you. You owe you. What? I even got a recording my phone here.
But it's a Unity Party police.
I don't. Yeah, I believe so because I saw everything see you police. I mean,
deputy, right? You said deputy commander. Okay, we'll check up something.
Deputy commander, the Gorbachev.
Yeah, we'll investigate that one there. All right, thank you. We'll investigate that one there. Thank you so much. All right, boss. Folks, that's all the time we've got tonight. Oh, folks, this is all the time we've got. Okay, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight. Right here on this very time. We're going to be back here on tomorrow. Quite fascinating topic. Some of you will skip on it today. Tomorrow we're going to be on them. Remember, my own darling sister, Emma Mitier Glasgow, expectedly was able to be cleared by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. all of Bwaka's suspensions, especially when it comes to his Unity Party folks, to cover up, and for the CDC folks who were in government, is for witch hunt purpose. So we'll get to that on tomorrow. Right here on this very time, plus other issues that will add up. So until we are back here, I want to wish all of you the best. Keep praying for the best for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Di chiripano